Hello everybody, it's me, Logan. And yeah, it's been a while since I've posted any, real content. So I thought in this video I'm going to cover where I've been and how I'm currently doing. I mean, you can see I'm in my room, so obviously I'm doing decent, but I have taken the decision to turn this channel into more of a place where I'm gonna talk from now on. I don't particularly like, you know, talking to other people about my problems, so why not talk to a camera? And I'm not really just gonna be talking about problems, but I'm also gonna be giving some of my own guidance on things, my outlooks on life, and just a lot of themes in general. If you want to comment something on what you would like me to talk about, then I can talk about that. It's just a part of something that I want to do. So, where have I been? That's the first question. Uh, let's see here. Around a few months ago, I kind of lost interest in uploading, and of course you've seen that. And I've uploaded less often, more crappy shorts rather than more crappy shorts rather than actual videos. The last video I uploaded was my video my video 5 months ago of me playing Ultra Kill. This one. And so, with saying that, I'm gonna get off from posting, crappy shitpost content to I'm going to actually post real videos that might actually make a difference in the world rather than, I don't know, gaming. Of course, I'm still going to game. I still stream on Twitch sometimes, but along with my absence from YouTube, I've also had an absence from Twitch, and I stream on Twitch sometimes, but it's not always the best thing to do. And really, when I stream, I only stream for like 30 minutes or so. And recently, this year has been a tough one for me. I'm not going to get too into it, but I have had quite the wild ride. From losing family members to discovering more about myself, you name it, it's probably happened. And 2024, which was almost an entire year ago at this point, but 2024 set in, and started great, met some cool people, but not everything was good for long. And you might have seen in my past videos, there was a girl featured in some of them, which is now my ex of 2 years. Well, she's not been my ex for 2 years, but I dated her for almost 2 years, actually. But I turned to dating people sporadically, and that wasn't really too good for my mental health, which is kind of why I've been sort of out of it, not really feeling too good inside of the noggin. My art has gotten better. I mean, you can see some of my stuff here. My art has gotten a lot better this year, and I felt like I've done a lot of cool things. But even though my art skills have gone up, my mentality has kind of drastically changed. I feel like I have, compared to not even like 6 months ago, I have an entirely different outlook on everything. And I used to have the wildest things in my head, but now I have a more realistic outlook on life. I mean, things can always go wrong, and I say that this is one of the worst years, if not the worst year of my life. Not exactly because like something super bad happened to like around me, but the more personal things. And so that brings me to my next point. How have I been? And probably telling from what I was just saying earlier, not too good, to be honest. It's been kind of a decline in my mental health, which I went to therapy for a little while. Or not really therapy necessarily, but counseling. If you consider that therapy, then yeah, that's therapy. But yeah, like I said, just further down, it hasn't really gotten too much better. And going is how it hasn't gotten too better. I recently started feeling a little bit suicidal. And so, how am I supposed to say this? But yeah, I've been elsewhere in the head. I haven't been feeling suicidal as much, and so that's why I'm wanting to turn this channel that I used to care a lot about. I wanted to turn it into a sort of how do I put this? Like a sort of more therapeutic channel for me. Which this is a channel where I'll just normally be talking about, I don't know, things and maybe how my day went, some stuff that I have that I think is cool and I want to share. But I was thinking last night, my friend was just over, and I was watching a video last night. If I find it, it'll be right here, where my finger is. But I just felt weird. It's not that the video was creepy or anything, but just like, it made me feel something, I haven't felt in a while, And I don't know why it made me feel that way, but it just did. And so I watched it, and it was a good video. It wasn't a long video, it was more of a song, but it was still, I don't know, what I would say is a pretty cool video. And, God. Hold on. What am I going to say next? I guess I don't really have too much more to say about what I'm going to do. This year, again, has been a huge roller coaster for me, and of course I've wanted to do YouTube almost all of my life, but never really got the chance to, and once I actually had the chance to, it didn't seem as fun as I would have imagined it. I mean, when you think of a popular YouTuber, you think of glory, fame, and things like that. But really, once you're starting out, you get none of those things, so it can be kind of, pushing you down and making you feel worthless. And that's how I've been feeling. Worthlessness is a, normal feeling, and most likely what I'll be covering in a later video about how to deal with that feeling of worthlessness. And, coming from me, I'm not just going to say something like, oh, you need to go to therapy or get some antidepressants or something like that, which I don't think that actually works. What you need as a cure to depression is something that will really help. While you're depressed, think about it like this. If you're depressed, your heart is essentially caught on a caught it has been wrapped up by a chain and is caught on a rock. And before that, the chain has been going and going and going, but now you're caught up. And where when you're depressed, you can't really do much because of your state. And so with that, you just kind of have to find your own antidepressant, which again, it shouldn't be a medicine, but should more be something that you can go to in real life that will make you feel not depressed anymore. And with that, I feel like it will take a long time for you to find whatever that antidepressant of yours is. But for me, I feel like it has just been, talking to people I care about, art, maybe a little bit of gaming, but I haven't done too much of that. And with all of that gaming, I feel like, or with all of that things that I have done to try and get rid of my depression, the things that I did before didn't really work too well. And that kind of just led me to a deeper path down the depression alleyway. And, depression doesn't feel too good, obviously. So, pushing myself harder than I've ever pushed. And that's saying something, because when you're depressed, it's even hard to wake up in the morning. Where was I? I can't remember. Anyway, I think I'm probably gonna end this video here. Not too much more to talk about. Once I get to later things and different topics, I might talk more, but essentially more stuff will be talked about on a later date. But feel free to comment anything you want me to talk about, and I will try to talk about it my best and give my outlook on it. So, thank you for watching. Logan with No Slogan, out.